Hi everyone, so I wanted to do something a little bit different this week. I wanted to talk a little bit about beauty. It's a subject that I am very passionate about, makeup especially. I know it doesn't always look it, but I find it really interesting. So I kind of just want to talk a little bit about that. A couple of months ago I discovered a brand that I actually hadn't really heard that much about. It's called Kiko, and I know like some people might know loads about it, but like it was kind of always off my radar. And it's not really somewhere I'd heard of before. So when me and Ash went to London to go see Aladdin, we popped into the Kiko in Covent Garden and I had a look around, swatched a few things, and actually discovered that it was amazing. It's like incredible, some of the things. The lipsticks are insane. I have a Tom Ford lipstick and I compare the butteriness and the creaminess to Tom Ford. So much creamier than MAC, and it's so reasonably priced, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to go through a few things I've got and what I really liked about them, and also the price, because I think the selling point of this brand is the price. It's so cheap. It's like almost like Primark makeup level cheap, but it's actually really good quality, so I can't wait to show it to you. So I'm going to start with the lipsticks because they were my favourite item that and the items that first introduced me to the brand, because when you go in, it's really nicely set out. I think it's an Italian brand and they have all the different sections and it's just really pretty. So I currently own 4 Kiko lipsticks, and I have a feeling, knowing my taste in lipstick, that these will all look very similar. So I'm going to grab them out and swatch them for you so you can see what they look like. I'm actually wearing one of them today. I will work out when we get to it which one I am wearing and I'll show it to you. Okay, so Kiko don't name their lipsticks, they kind of have numbers. So the numbers I currently own are very similar. 912, 914, 915 and 926. So I'm going to say probably 912 to 915 are probably quite similar. But so if I start with 912, go for the less number. Okay, this one is a really nice colour for summer. It's like a bright, bright pink. I have a MAC one very similar to this. No, actually, this is very similar to my YSL lipstick. I got one of their Couture Rouge ones, and it's a very similar colour. So I'll swatch this one here. And like, that's one swatch. If I go a bit more. It's such a nice colour, and it's really, if I zoom in a little bit, really buttery, and it's really gorgeous. It's insane. Like, I really like the packaging. It's very simple. It just says Kiko, and it's got the little label on it. So that is that one, and that was a really nice summer colour actually. I wore that quite a lot. Okay, and the next one is 914. Oh, this is the one I'm wearing today. This is one Ash actually picked out, and he was like, that's a really nice colour. And I was like, yeah, actually it is. And I don't know if you can see, it looks really, really nice on. So I will put that one next to this one here. That's just one swipe. And we'll do it a bit more. But like, honestly, the pigmentation of these are ridiculous. And I think the colours is just so beautiful. Okay, and the next one that I have is 915, and it's a very similar colour. To be fair, they're only one number difference, so I expect it to be really similar. These are the kind of colours I always go for. I love berry colours, and as we're getting into like autumn, I think they are perfect. Okay, so I'll put this one next to it. As you can see, it's a really similar colour. It's just ever so slightly lighter, and it's actually got a lot more sparkle in it. It doesn't show up very well on here, but it's a bit sort of more, it's got more of a sheen to it, and it's not as sort of, none of them are matte, but it's a lot sparklier. Okay, and the final one I have is 926. I actually think all of them I got were the Smart lipsticks. Not really sure what that means. Again, 916, a very sort of berry toned colour. This is similar to my Tom Ford one actually. I think this is the closest, and considering Tom Ford is like, when it comes to lipsticks, they're like the elite. This is, I would say, very comparable. I actually prefer wearing this to my Tom Ford, which is like insane, but I prefer the texture and the feel, and I think it lasts a bit better, which is weird considering the price difference. This one here. So actually these two are really similar. Oh god, that was a terrible job. It's just slightly pinker, whereas the kind of the third one in here, this one's a bit more gold. So I think this is the pinkest. We've got a nice red undertone, almost like a brown undertone, a very light sort of pink. So they were all the lipsticks I purchased, and I didn't stop there. Might I add as well? So the prices of the lipsticks are, one of them was £3.90 and the other ones were £2.70. That is ridiculous. That's like, for lipstick, that's such, I think, a beautiful colour personally. Like, I really like this. I always get complimented on the colours. That's so cheap and it feels so nice. I'm not wearing a lip liner with this colour, but some of the ones I do sort of match with just one of my MAC lip liners, and it looks so good and they don't bleed or anything. This one might a little bit, but I love them. Okay, so to go along with that, I did get a couple of the lip liners. I haven't really tried these because I'm not a huge lip liner fan. I don't really use them too often. So this one I got is a very sort of nudie, your lips sort of, but slightly pinker colour. So this was my like summer, what was meant to be my summer lip liner, but I haven't really used. Just a quite very pinky, very similar to sort of my lip colour really. So I thought it was a really good base for some of my lighter nudes. So I wear this a lot with MAC's Please Me, or kind of colours like that, like sort of lighter colours I've got from MAC. My nudes, that's the word I was looking for, nudes. And the other one I have is, it's called the Creamy Colour, and they're Comfort lip liners, although I don't think they're as creamy as MAC ones. Again, I think this is a really similar colour. This I wear with, I've got Mare from MAC, and I wear this with it. It's kind of another very similar but slightly darker pink. That would actually go, that one goes really nicely with these, even 3 colours. That one goes really well with, and my that one's actually a lot creamier. I do really like the consistency of this one. I haven't got the prices of the lip liners written down, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty similar. They're about £2, and I thought that was such good value, considering this one actually is very creamy. The first one not so much, it must be a different formulation, but this one I've just tried is so creamy. I really should use them more. I just never get around to using lip liners because I'm just really lazy. Okay, and the next thing that I got, now with eyeshadows, I am very like, meh. I have my Naked palette and a few MAC ones. That's kind of all the ones I use at the moment, because I'm just like, well, I'll never really use up a palette, so I might as well just keep using it, otherwise I'm like wasting my money. But when we were in Kiko, actually in Bristol, we went to another store, they had a sale, and the eyeshadows were £4.40, which again, is such good value for the size. So I'm just gonna grab them. I bought 4 of them here, and these are all the water eyeshadows. I really like water eyeshadows. I actually got one from MAC. Oh God, it was in their Fairy Whispers collection. I got a couple of them, and they're like really glittery, and they look really nice when you've got them wet and you just kind of pat them in with the eye. So I was hoping these would be similar consistency. Now I have tried a few of these. I have tried one of these today, which is the colour I'm kind of wearing. I put that on, and then I put a little bit of one of my Naked palette colours over the top, just in the crease. I have to say, it did take a while to get the real pigmentation on it, but I think once it was there, and if you use a good base, like I didn't put any eyeshadow primer on today. I think if you got a good base, these would look amazing. 3 of them I can see working really well with me. One of them I just got like, oh my God, that's amazing. And I tried it on and it looks ridiculous. But you know, if I ever need it for a particular event, I've got it in my collection, and for £4 really. So this first one is shade 212. Oh, this is in fact the one I was talking about. It's like, I couldn't not buy it. It is literally a mermaid colour. It's like, it's so pretty. And if I swatch it for you, so if I grab a bit off, so it's so like on the fingers, really pigmented, and if I swatch it on my arm, it's like, that's one swipe for £4, and it's, I don't know if it really catches it very well on here, but it is so sparkly, it's incredible. So that one I had to get. Haven't really got around to using it properly because the colour doesn't really suit my skin tone eye colour, but I'm also not going to get it for £4.40 because I will find a use for it somewhere. And the next colour I picked up was 219. This one is, ooh, this one's pretty. It's like a salmon pink, and I thought this would be a really good base colour, or just kind of a nice little sort of inner corner bit, which would be really pretty. So this, ooh, feel really nice as well. This is really pink. I don't know if you can see that, but that's so sparkly. So I'll put this here, and this is again one swipe. Look how pretty that colour is. I think that's a really, really nice, like, basic summer colour, and it's still really sparkly. It's got like gold flecks in it. I think it's really, really pretty. My fingers. Okay, right, next one is 203. I was actually in my element. They had some really crazy colours, but these are the ones that really appealed to me. This is, this is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. So this is what I mean. I mean, in the pan it looks quite dark, but on I don't think it does. I think it's a lot lighter. So it did take a little while to build up, but I did use this wet as well. So I don't know if it'd be a bit different when it's dry. So let me swatch this. So let me put this here, which I think is a really beautiful copper colour as well. Look how pretty they are. Like, I don't know if you could, but you can definitely see the greeny blue one sparkle in the light. And the final colour that I got was 223, which is the one that Ash picked for me because it's his favourite colour. So I was like, okay, this amazing purple. I think this is going to be great to wear around Halloween time. Just like all over with maybe a bit of glitter on top. Very excited to try that. Made it like a drag queen, but I'm totally fine with that. Let's swatch this one. So on my finger, it's crazy pigmented. Let's put it here. Right. Look how, that's like one swipe of that. God, I've got some like rubbed over here. How crazy is that? I mean, look at the 4 of them together. For £4, like, I can't go over that. Look at my hands. Look how, I've got like a rainbow on my hand right now. So I think the reason that I wanted to talk about this brand is because I subscribe to a lot of beauty YouTubers and I read a lot of blogs, and they're never really mentioned hugely. The brand's kind of brushed over, and I don't know why, because it is incredible. Like, I am so impressed. The eyeshadows are so pigmented. The lipsticks are so creamy. I'm wearing one of the lipsticks today and I've got some of the eyeshadow on. And I really like it, and it's so affordable. So I remember going in there and getting like 6 items for the same price. It pretty much would cost me for 2 MAC lipsticks. And I was like, and the quality, I think personally, is far superior than MAC. I much prefer the creamy formulas of these than I do to their satins. These are the ones I always go for whenever I'm kind of out and about, and they're so easy to apply. They last forever, and they don't fade patchy. I just really like them, and I don't think the brand gets enough recognition. I'm now obsessed. Every time I go to a shopping centre or I see a Kiko, it's like, I must go in there. Like, I'm always picking up new stuff. I'm so happy with this, and I just kind of wanted to get the brand out there a little bit more, especially if you kind of like a bargain or want to try something new. I think this is a great brand to try out, and I definitely recommend it. And in all the shops I've been in, the staff have been really nice and really helpful. So I know there's definitely one in Bristol, in Cabot Circus, and I know there's definitely one in Covent Garden. I actually think there might be one when I went to the Trafford Centre in Manchester. I don't think I went in at that time. I think I was just a bit like, what is this? And this is kind of just a little bit of a brand recommendation and my collection video, really. So let me know if you like this. We do always like doing something a bit different, and I'm like obsessed with makeup, so anything to do with that is fine by me. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!